I got Lewis during the pandemic because my kids were begging. They were going to be doing school remotely. And now both of my kids went off to college and left me with the dog. The problem is I just do not have time to train him. And when I take him out for walks, it's really difficult. When he sees another dog, he wants to go chase after him. If he sees somebody on a motorcycle or a bicycle, he just starts barking and wants to go after them. I'm worried one day he's just gonna run off and I'm gonna lose him forever. And the kids will never forgive me.
I'm Josh Leverett, owner and operator of California Canine Solutions, AKA Cali Canine. Today, I'll be working with Angie and her dog, Lewis. So I'm gonna have a bike come by and I wanna see his reaction. Okay, I see what you're working with. The reality is, he just needs some socialization and a little bit of structure. So I want to take him for an hour, work with him, and then bring him back to you and see how he does for you.
Sounds good to me. He is all yours.
All right. First I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull out these treats and show him what I have, build value for it. Come on. And place, sit. Good. You want to make sure the dog is socialized around new people, around dogs, around skateboards. So I'm going to work on keeping him engaged and focused on me while Isaiah brings his distractions in. Good. Good. And it's very important that I just support Lewis and let him know, oh, no big deal, buddy. So now we're gonna introduce Slash, bring in my dog, that's a control dog. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and bring him around. He's just fearful, and this is why he's overcompensating. So what I'm gonna do is just create some trust here. Yeah, pick him up. And I'm just gonna give him a lot of love. We're getting closer. Good job.
Hi, how'd it go?
It went fantastic. He's such a fast learner. We worked on several different distractions, so we're just gonna give you an example with the bikes. So we really wanna keep him motivated, and indirectly, we expose him gradually to where it becomes no big deal. We just have him come right next to him. Good. Good. Good job.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what you just did with him.
So you ain't seen nothing yet.
I can't wait for more.
We're gonna go ahead and introduce Slash and bring Slash into the picture. Good.
Okay.
Slash here. Good,
Wow.
no. Good job.
He's much better.
Yeah,
oh
but
my
again,
God.
this is only an hour at a time.
Right, that's incredible, that's amazing.
Good. So I think it's very important that you get consistent, learn how to be a great pack leader, learn how to keep your dog engaged and motivated, and you'll be able to take this dog anywhere.
You've definitely inspired me. I can see the difference, and I can't wait to keep working with him.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you so much.
So, Angie, were you surprised?
I really was. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've just been taking the dog, for walks, and he just goes nuts when he sees a big dog or, bicycle. And then within like an hour, I go over and meet Joss, and I'm like, what have you done? I mean, it was incredible, I thought. I'm just not used to, working with dogs because we haven't had a dog until recently.
What did you do during this hour?
So first, in the first time that I work with the dog, I always like to see what they're engaged with or what they're engaged by. So if I bring in the reward, their dogs are motivated by three things, either the praise, the food, or the toy. So the goal of the training is to leverage your reward, but you want to create as much value in the reward as possible. And what we call that is when the dog has that value, call it ignition. Now the dog is super engaged, motivated, wants to work with you, focused on only you. Like you saw Slash looking at me because this is, you create yourself as the most important thing. And what we like to do is get the dog in what we call the dopamine state. So if you have a nervous dog or a distracted dog, the whole goal is to get them to engage. So if they're nervous, they're gonna hyper-focus on something that they think is the monster is coming out. And if they're distracted, they're gonna wanna go say hi to everything. So you have to be the most attractive thing to the dog. And once you get that dog in the dopamine state, we start engaging in new behaviors. So we do simple things like you see the platform box that I do. So I'll teach the dog a place. And I'll create that as a safe space for the dog. And the dog will then learn sit, down, stand on the box. They'll come heel into the box. They'll recall into the box. So all these places are very safe places for the dog. And once the dog has that, then we start to indirectly socialize them and desensitize them to the things that they fear the most. So it's basically all about the temperament, and that's the approach that we'll take.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.